Hey everybody! Welcome to another Food Addiction Friday where I talk about overcoming what I think is a very real food addiction in my life. More importantly, welcome to a morning vlog. So if I look like I just rolled out of bed, it's because I did. And my life is working out a lot, and so I don't see the need to put on makeup very much these days unless I have to go to work. So that's how I roll. Last week I said that I was going to try to drink some herbal teas after dinner to fulfill my sweetness craving or whatever, and I actually didn't do that very well. However, it's okay because I also didn't really eat dessert ever. I actually didn't really feel any sugar cravings, and I think I owe that a lot, again, to drinking so much water, like I talked about last week. And I don't know, I completely forgot about making the herbal teas because I didn't even feel like I needed anything. We didn't have any sort of like baked goods or sweet things in our house anyway, so I don't know, it just kind of worked out. If you do have very strong sugar cravings, then I think the herbal tea thing would really help. There's also a whole bunch of other stuff you could do. You could chew some gum or those dessert gum things. That's not my favorite solution, but another thing that I've heard of is an essential oil called gardenia rose that if you put on your tongue, it can kind of tone down your cravings. These are all really good options. Another great option is just to have some fruit. If you really need something sweet, I think that helps a lot. But like I said, I don't know why, but I don't really feel the sugar craving that much anymore. And if I do, then I did a lot of looking up on how to solve it, so I think I've got my tool belt full with stuff to do when you feel the need. This week I wanted to talk about kind of a continuation of what I talked about last week, where I talked about just being normal. Not last week, sorry, 2 weeks ago. And okay, so I feel like when I'm at home, I'm normal, you know, like if, you know, I only have healthy foods at home. We don't really snack that much in our house, so we don't have a lot of snacks around. My husband is still a student, so we don't have a ton of money, so we don't like spending it on snacks anyway. So that hasn't been an issue for me. However, I do recommend like unsalted, unbuttered popcorn if you do need a snack. It's not very good at first, but you do get used to it, and it does become just as good as normal popcorn, I promise. Also fruit or ice even. Those are all good healthy snack options. But anyway, I'm getting a bit off topic, but like I said, we don't really have a lot of snacks in our household, and our food is generally just what I buy to make dinner. When I'm at home, and I tell myself to think like I'm a normal human being, it's easy for me. It's pretty easy. Now the problem is anytime I walk out my door, whether it's to go to a friend's house or even just to run errands, like I have to buy food. It's like if I'm running errands and it's anywhere near lunchtime, it's like I can't even fathom the idea of going home and eating lunch. I'm already out, so I should just eat out. Obviously, wrong. That's not what we should be doing. That happened especially a lot this week because we had a lot of errands to run. David's computer needed fixing, so we went all the way to the Apple store, and of course it surpassed dinner time, so we ate out then. Just a couple different things this week where we've been out around dinner time and we've ended up buying dinner instead of making it at home, more often than not. So like I said, it's so easy when it's in my own house, but it's totally different when I take one step out the door. And it's totally messing with my ability to lose weight. I mean, it's easier said than done. It's so easy to just say, well, don't eat out. It's good for your budget. It's good for your health to just eat at home. And yeah, obviously that's the solution. I mean, the thing about losing weight is some people, or professionals, or I don't know, like some people act like the people trying to lose weight are really dumb. Like, obviously that's what I need to do. I know that the solution is don't eat out. I know that the solution is eat healthy meals and exercise. Like, I know that. I'm not dumb. I know that's the solution. The problem is the actual doing of it. And that's where I think food addiction comes in, because it doesn't feel like a choice that I'm making. It feels like, you know, okay, have you ever had that feeling when you haven't had water all in like a couple hours or something, and you're just parched, you're so thirsty, and you can't wait to drink the biggest glass of water in the world? Have you ever had that feeling? I think most of you have. And you finally drink it and it feels so good. That's how I feel when I'm out. I feel like I have to go somewhere and buy food. Why would I go home? Like, it's not a desire or a choice. It's like a physical need. And I hate it. I hate it so much. And it's so hard to overcome. And that's why I think that food addiction is real, because it doesn't feel like a choice. So, the other thing is that there are a lot of solutions to one problem. You know, everyone's life is different and everyone's ability to do things is different. So it's important to find the solution that'll work the best for you. I actually kind of quizzed some of my friends that are good at eating healthy, and I asked them what they do and how they do it on a budget and that sort of stuff, and there were some really good answers, and I will be sharing them as we go along. But I'm a big fan of doing things one thing at a time, because my whole weight loss experience, I've tried to do these big grand gestures where we throw everything away or we do all these huge goals, and of course I fall off because it's not doing a small lifestyle change at a bit at a time. Now, this is really hard for me because I hate waiting. I hate doing something little and then waiting and waiting for the progress to happen. However, it comes to a point, you know, when I would rather be waiting and waiting and end up losing weight rather than trying and failing all those times and still being fat in 20 years. You know what I mean? I don't know if that made any sense. But anyway, so I want to take things one thing at a time, and one very tiny thing at a time. And I've kind of been doing that this whole time. I started with exercise because I know that it was something that I could do. Everyone's different, but for me, physical exercise, even though I wasn't doing it while I was being overweight, it's something that I'm really, I don't know, I just can be easily motivated to do. You see results fast, not physical results, but you feel happy right away and you feel sore right away, so it's easy to check off your list and feel good about it. Eating healthy is my biggest weakness, so I didn't want to start with that because I just wanted to get the exercise habits out of the way so I could start eating healthy without it affecting my ability to work out. I don't know if that makes sense. So anyway, just one step at a time, everything is layered. So I started with exercise and now I'm trying to start eating healthy, and I want to do it really tiny. So the first thing is making sure that I eat my meals at home, except for my free meal. Like I said, when I don't step outside of my house, then everything is fine. I want to make a goal for the next week, no matter what. Even if I'm running an errand and it becomes a meal time, I'm going to eat at home. And I'm going to plan my meals like I showed you in my video yesterday. I'm going to cook at home and it's going to be great. Now, with this goal, it doesn't necessarily have to be the healthiest meal in the world. It's just a home-cooked meal. I know that I might not still lose weight, but this is the baby step that I want to take just for the first week so that I can get used to eating at home instead of eating out. So I think we'll do that this week, and then maybe in the next week or maybe in 2 weeks we'll start making those home-cooked meals healthy. Now, home cooked meals are naturally healthier usually anyway, so hopefully it'll be a little bit of both. And also, I'm not super wealthy, so you know, they'll just be like simple things like chicken and rice or spaghetti, so it won't be like, you know, casseroles or all these like crazy stuff that isn't healthy. That's my goal for this week, and I think that's an important goal to start eating at home, because I think that's an important part of feeling normal, not feeling addicted to food. And I feel like if we get used to eating at home, then it doesn't feel like the commercial food world is controlling me. Anyway, I feel like I'm blabbering on, and this is such an important topic, but I feel like I can't collect my thoughts very well for it. Even though I even wrote down like a script kind of, and I still ramble on, but it can just be so frustrating feeling like I'm not in control of my own choices. And it's just, I've never done small steps at a time, so I'm really hoping that it will work for me, and I hope that it'll work for you if you're struggling. That's all I have to say, and I hope that you are doing well on day 19. If you feel like you need a personal buddy, you can always message me, and I hope that you are doing well, and I will see you tomorrow. So, blah, blah, blah.